Okay, good morning, everyone. Now we are going to continue with our second session. We have a second webinar this morning, day two of our conferences. I'm very sure you're having a great time. Now, we are going to have a very well known presenter. I'm sure many of you already remember him, but let me tell you a little bit about him. His name is David Perez Avila. David has been working as an English teacher at Centro Boliviano Americano from Tarija, and he's been working there for 8 years already. He also worked 1 year as a university professor, and another year he worked as an academic Pearson tutor. He also worked as a marketing coordinator at CBA Tarija in 2016 and as an access teacher in 2017. So as you can see, he's got a lot of experience. David is a teacher trainer from Tarija, participating as a presenter in many academic conferences. Here in La Paz, he already presented topics 2 years in a row in 2018 and 2019. That means that this is his third year with us. And he also participated as an attendee in many seminars around, and he also took so many MOOCs. He participated in many business conferences at Católica and Domingo Savio University. Today, he's brought a very nice topic, something that we really need, and he's going to give us two very nice tools to work with. Thank you for being part of the conferences again, David.
No, thank you very much for you. I am really, really grateful to be part of this huge conference because I know that the conference that CB La Paz prepared are successful, and it's a pleasure to be here and to share some tech tools to help some colleagues. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so
Let's
let's begin.
start. Okay, thank you again. In this workshop, I will present you some tools that will be useful for you in order to increase, to develop, and to organize our classes. Okay, let me tell you that this workshop will present two tech tools, okay? Because nowadays it's very important to be in touch with technology because, as you know, the kids and the teenagers nowadays are in the generation Z, where they are in touch with technology. So in that way, we have to be prepared for this new challenge. So first of all, I will present, as you can see on my screen, I will present Mentimeter as a brainstorming icebreaker and feedback tool. Okay, Mentimeter prepared for this specific points. We are brainstorming, icebreaker at the beginning, and feedback exercise at the end of the class. So maybe you can use this tech tool every day because it will be simple and easy and quick to do. Okay, so we will start with this. Introduction. Why is so important to make an icebreaker? I don't know if you have any comment. You can leave your comment on the comment bar, please. If you have any comment about this question that's interesting, why is so important to make an icebreaker on our classes?
Okay, that's a very good question. Let's read the responses. Why? Guys, why is so important to make an icebreaker? I guess we could say that the icebreaker comes from its name, right? It's very good to start with something. We have something to begin with in our classes. Let's see
Yes,
here we have some of the responses. We
for
have
sure.
we have one response from Marisela who says the students will feel comfortable.
Yes, for sure. So, as you know, as you said, um, when you ask their names, when you ask some personal information about them, you try to create a nice environment. But what happens sometimes, we arrive to class every day and we feel, not always, but sometimes we feel a kind of cold environment during our class, at the beginning. So why is so important? I have three aspects that are very, very, very important. It's to organize the class at the beginning, Mentimeter to break the lines between a student and a student's teacher, and to make some or create some confidence, okay, at the beginning, as you said before. And I have another question to share with you. When and how often do you promote these kind of activities? Can you tell me
Okay,
some
another. Sure, let's read. Well, we still have some answers for the icebreakers, like to get the students to be engaged is important. Great. We still have some comments on the icebreaker, like to create a bond, right? To create a bond with the students and among them. That's very nice. And now the second question, please. When and how often do you promote these kind of activities? Let's wait for a couple of responses. Well, when and how often? I guess we should do this kind of activities as much as possible, right? In order to have, as somebody said, a bond with our students, rapport is really important, and this would really help us in the rapport part, right?
Yes, you're right. Yes, as I said at the beginning of my presentation, no, to help you to organize better ideas, it's when or how often at the beginning of the class. If you want to apply an icebreaker or a brainstorming exercise with Mentimeter, at the end of the class, if you want to apply a kind of feedback, and sometimes when you start a new group, because as you know, many times we start new groups of adults, teenagers, and we have a kind of cold environment, so we have we can start with this tech tool in order to create a confidence environment, no?
Great. I have some more responses. For example, Claudia says at the beginning of the class, sometimes after break. Yes, because we have uh, some
Very
classes that last 3 hours. So we usually have a 10-minute break, and after that, that would be also good. We have another response from Cynthia who says, icebreakers are great at the beginning of the class to bond.
yes,
Also, Carola mentioned that whenever you need them. So that would be often if it is necessary, right?
okay.
We should always have them in our class. That's another response that we have from Leslie.
Thank you.
We also have another comment from Pedro that says, depending on our lesson objective and depending on the student as well.
Yes, that's right. Thank you for your comments, dear colleagues. So the main idea here with Mentimeter is to apply this method every day in order to create a creative class, no, a very creative class, an inductive class, and something different every day. So I will go with the tactile elements as you see in my screen. This special and important tool is focused to these difficult times. Yeah, it's excellent if you apply it during your virtual classes in order to inspire confidence and develop your class environment. Okay, I have five colors, yeah, with the five elements that you have to follow if you apply the tech tool. For example, if you talk about a simple task, we are talking about simple quizzes, simple questions at the beginning. Don't lose many time. Try to ask questions in 5 or 7 minutes only. The questions have to be fun, yeah. Uh, Try to ask some questions about their preferences, about the sports, I don't know, about food, depending on the topic that you are studying. And engaging you, this comes with the hand of fun, because if you ask some interesting questions for your students, you will have a nice answers, okay, and you will create a better environment. Now, threatening, it's when you ask the question, you have to try to not afraid the students. Don't let them feel afraid. Okay. I know that you know because we are teachers, but it's very important, and it's not for nothing to tell you this. And let the students feel free during the activity. Let students give any comment they want, always in the margin or the line of respect. Okay. Okay. Summarizing. Mentimeter inductive and innovative way to improve first relationships on our virtual classrooms. The first point I said, give to your students easy tasks during the session. Okay, no more than 5 minutes only. In the part of fun, you have to try to ask interesting questions depending the lesson, the level that you are talking about. Okay, especially at the beginners, you can organize on the units they are checking during the module. You have to motivate and let your students feel tech motivated in the case of engagement. In the case of not threatening, don't make students feel afraid or disgusted. As I said, you have to try to ask some questions and having a line, no? And don't try to ask some personal questions. Maybe some students can feel offensive about that. Give your students freedom on their opinions. Okay, let the students ask whatever they want about obviously the units that they see. Okay, so now we will go to the practice. I will explain on my screen how we use Mentimeter. The first thing that you have to do is to type Mentimeter on Google page, and you have many options here. You have to choose the option that you have here, login your Menti account. It's not difficult to create a Menti account. Only you have to log in with your Google account or Facebook if you want. Doesn't matter which one you want to use, but it's better if you use a Google account, okay? Because you will receive message and you will organize your message and something like this, okay? So you click on login with Google, and you have to choose if you have three, four, five accounts. You have to choose one which one you want to select for this detective. So we already here on Mentimeter. This is the main platform, as you can see. So if you can follow my route, Mentimeter, you have my presentations here. This is the main platform. In Inspiration, you have some platforms that you can take out in order to inspire you and create beautiful and different slides. Branding and colors here is in order to personalize your Mentimeter, okay, your presentation. So we go. I have a three here. Yeah, I will create a new presentation, or I can create a new folder. New folder in order to organize your presentations for levels. But I will create a new one, okay? And I will put here adults two, okay? You create the presentation, and here you have. Remember, it's very important to know that with Mentimeter Online, we have the payment version and the free version. Okay, I suggest you to use the free version because it's not necessary to have the payment version because you have enough with the free version. Okay, so don't worry about that, but I will explain the limits that you have. On my right side, you have the type of question that you can ask to your students. Okay, popular question types. I suggest you, by my experience, that if you ask some popular question types, you ask these questions at the beginning of the class and at the end if you want to apply kind of icebreaker or kind of feedback exercise. Example, the multiple choice, yeah, the word cloud in order to have a brainstorming. Sorry, I didn't mention brainstorming. Open-ended, scales, ranking, and QA questions. Those exercises that you use in order to create kind of brainstorming, kind of icebreaker, to give their opinions, I don't know. So on the left side, you have, or you can see here, you have blank, a white page. So here you have to click, I don't know, maybe I will create now a word cloud. And you have word cloud, and on the right side, you go again, and you have the content, you have to write or type the question. And here you can write, I don't know, maybe you can write, um, tell me synonyms of nice. Okay, synonyms of nice, and they will tell you or will type here some synonyms and will appear like balloons. Okay, I don't know, beautiful or great and other positive adjectives that they can tell. This is in the case of beginners. In the case of other levels, you can ask other kind of questions. Okay, now you can add another slide. Yeah, you have to. Now, it's very important to know here that for popular question types on the right side, for these six, you have to only you have the possibility to select only two, twice. Okay, but if you want to ask more or create a longer presentation or a longer presentation, obviously you can choose quiz competition. And in quiz competition, you have other two elements that are very very different, because the quiz competition means that you have to evaluate your students, and maybe you can choose quiz competitions in order to create a kind of feedback activity. Yeah. So I will create number two my ranking. Okay, and here you write the question, and here you write the items. I don't know, maybe when do you take a shower, to make kind of funny question. And here at the items you can write every day, never, or twice a week, or once a month. I don't know, maybe to make some fun environment, right? And your students will laugh, as you know. It's very, 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 very fun if you ask creative questions. Now, you add another slide, at the third slide, and on the third slide, as you can see on my right side, says, you have reached the maximum number of questions you may be free. Okay, so I will go to quiz competition, and here I can add other kind of slides. As you can see, I have five slides now. I have seven slides now, or six, sorry, and you can create more in the case of quiz competition slides. Okay, if you create a quiz competition, you go to content on the right side and you select your question. I don't know, maybe you can write um, we choose which one is an adjective. Okay, which one is a possessive adjective, a possessive adjective. And here you write options like, I don't know, I, or maybe his, or maybe here in option three, him. And you have to choose the correct possessive adjective. That is the answer. You have to click to select that this is the correct answer for your students. Okay, and and this is in color green. to select. Now, when they participate, you will have some bars that will rise up in order the answers that they are giving. Okay, during the presentation. That's very very nice. You can create some music here, as you can see on the right side of my screen. You have music, that is a new tool that the application is giving you in order to create a better environment. Okay, you have a leaderboard. On the leaderboard, you can see how your students are answering, and who answered fast, who answered it correct, who answered it in the better way. I don't know. Okay, so with the leaderboards that you have behind uh, each slide, or you can under each slide, sorry, you have the leaderboard, and then on the leaderboard you will see the results of the question before. Okay, and it's very very nice to have a leaderboard after each slide, or each quiz slide. Okay, other type of content, you have content slides here, hidden photograph, palettes, or image slide, in order to create kind of feedback, yes, or maybe brainstorming, because you here, for example, in image description, you can ask about a picture, any picture about the unit, and they will leave some comments, or they will say some comments about what they see on the picture. I suggest you to use popular question slides, quiz competition slides, and content slides to prepare questions for language education. Okay, if you ask questions, advanced questions, here you have another option. This question you use in case of business, on some other subjects like math, or some others analysis of market. I don't know, marketing. You have it's focused on another kind of subjects that you can apply, obviously, if you are in this field. Okay, so that's it. Now I want to have a dynamic here to practice, and to have, for example, I have here a slide that I have already done, that it's adults, in order to you to participate and to interact with me in this presentation. So I will share my screen with the big way, and here I will dictate the code. Now, a very, very important question that I didn't explain is how you can log in to my presentation. As you can see here, you have a code. Yeah, you have go to mentimeter.com and use the code. Okay, What do you have to do? You have to go to a new Google slide on your browser if you want. It doesn't matter, and you have to click only on the URL bar. You have to put menti.com, and you click enter, and you are already on the main platform for a student in order to type the password that the teacher will give. Okay, so it's only menti.com that you have to type on the URL bar on your browser, and that's it. And here you have to enter the code. Okay, so please do it. I will share my screen. Okay, so go to menti.com on your browser, and if you're in the computer, it's better. And you have to add the code that it's 2861, please. It's 2861. And here the question is leisure activities. Yeah. Here it's a word cloud exercise where you have to put the the, the activities that you do in your free time because those are the teacher activities, right? So here you can put some examples. What do you think is a kind of evaluation or kind of brainstorming exercise? Teacher activities. What did we see in the last class? Okay, maybe play soccer, visit friends, take a nap, exercise, go to the gym. Okay, go climbing. I don't know. Maybe another activity, please. If you want to participate, please, you can type on the screen. Here I have one that is video games, very good. Play video games, excellent. I don't know others, I will wait. Very good. Swimming, other leisure activity, very nice. Thank you. Another one, I will wait some seconds in order that you participate, please. Thank you very much to participate during the session. You have sleep, listening to music, play origami or do origami, cooking. Okay, very good. These leisure activities are focused on unit. Is focused sorry on unit number 7, if I remember, of fundamentals book. Leisure, collecting stamps, very good. Telling jokes, yes, that's true. It's a very nice example. Now I will pass to the next slide. Okay, I will give 5 seconds more. Reading a good book, walking the dog. Thank you. I will wait 5 seconds. One, two, go to the movies. Very good. Three, four, and five. Okay, thank you. I have 11 participants or students or great teachers participating during my session. I will go to the next slide. As you can see on your screen of your cell phone or maybe on your computer, you can see what do you do on weekends now. And here I have a gift. Maybe you have an option next to the answer that you type you or to the question. You can add a gift. Maybe you can add a picture to create a better presentation or create a very different presentation for your students. That it will be fun. As you can see, what do you do on weekends? And I have yes something like this, and it's very nice for a student. Now, if you want to see the answers, I cannot see the answers. Only you have to press the button S, and now you can see, and I can see the answers that you are typing. Take a nap, go shopping, watch movies with family, sleep, cook, and repeat. Okay, very good. Play, play catch up, watch Netflix, I watch TV, go swimming. Thank you. It's missing two. I had 11 the last slide before. I will wait 5 seconds. Clean the house with emojis. Very nice. It's when you use the cell phone. It's very nice if you use the cell phone. It's better. And as you know, the students uh, are the who use more the smartphones, no, in order to participate with this kind of platform. Very nice. Play board games. So we will go to the next slide. And the next slide, you have to type your name on your cell phone screen. Okay. So I am waiting for players. As you can see on your screen, only you have your emoji. Okay, you have your character. Only you have to type your name in order to At the end of the leaderboard, I will appear your names, okay, based on the ranking or on the position you will get about the question. Okay. So I have many emojis here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh no, I have more. Very nice. It's better. Thank you. So I will press enter to start the quiz. Okay. So as you can see here, you have press enter to start the quiz. So I will press. And this is the question. I have one more. Thank you. Wow. I am really grateful for you to participate during my session. Okay. I will start. Okay, can I start because many people is coming. Okay, okay, I will pass. I can't. Sorry, I have a problem with internet. I don't know what's happening. Okay, wait a moment, please. Yeah. Now go to your cell phone screens and answer the question, please. How often does Anne work? I will give you many options, or three options, in order to answer the correct one. Three a month, twice a month, or once. So choose the correct option. You have 3 seconds. One, two, and three. And eight people answered twice a month, and one said once. Okay, why is incorrect once? Because I always teach my students that when they are start learning, especially at beginners in on fundamental book, they have to answer complete. No, once is correct, okay, but once a week, a month, a year, okay, you know, century. So you have to try to to give the better answer. Okay, very good. Next, here you have the positions. Ali is winning, is with 832. I have Luis a second. Okay, the fastest one was Ali. I have Manuel, thank you, John. But I have many names here. They are participating. Now I will go to the next slide. Okay, answer fast. Choose the correct sentence. And I drawn a gift, so it's possible to do that. Very nice emoji of Homer Simpson asking about something. The correct. She have a sweater. She has three sodas, or she has 3 cans of soda. And six people answered correctly. Thank you. She has 3 cans of soda. Why? She has three sodas is incorrect because it's not countable in the case of checking countable and non-countable nouns. Very good. And that's it. This is another question where you have a kind of dynamic evaluation for your students. Okay. As the second, I have Jose Manuel. The winner is Ali. Congratulations for you. I will send you a wine from Tarija. Very nice. Okay, so this is the kind of no the kind of the activity the kind of activity, sorry, of this Mentimeter. I don't know if you have any question. I finished with Mentimeter. I don't know if you have any question. Maybe I didn't explain the part of where how you can add a gift or a picture. So look at my right side. Yeah, you have in your question, you have the option to create or to add a image library or maybe another gift, and here you can search. You search about things, so I don't know, maybe will appear something, but you have to search. Okay, you have to search. So that's it. And remember, when you finish a presentation, you have to reset the results for the group. Okay, you have to clear everything in order to use the same platform or the same slides in other course. Okay? Questions, please. I don't know if you have any questions, comments about the Mentimeter focused on as icebreaker, as a brainstorming exercise, or as a feedback exercise. Leave your comments, please, or questions on the comment bar if you have. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, David. This was a very nice practice. I guess we're learning a lot. And it was really fun. I really liked the one with the games and the emojis, and they could pick their name. It was really nice. We have here a question from Paola Heredia that says, "Good morning. A question. What is the name of this app? Could you repeat the name of the app, please?"
Okay, it's Mentimeter. A Mentimeter. Here you have on the left side. Sorry, I will go back here. Mentimeter. Okay, and this is the logo you have on the right side of my screen.
Mhm. Exactly. Thank you very much. Yeah, she says, thank you. Then we have another question here. Well, we have a question from Miguel. It says, in order to use this app, do students have to use a cell phone and a computer at the same time?
Yes, they have to use maybe, dear colleague, they can use their cell phones when you work at your class. Maybe now we are working on virtual classes and a virtual environment. Maybe they can use their computers. So it doesn't matter which one to use. The only thing you have to do is on the browser of your cell phone. If you use Safari or Chrome, you have to type menti.com. Your students has to have to do that. So when your students type menti.com, they will be on the main slide that is this, as you can see on the screen, and they have only to enter the password. Only this. And as cell phones or computer is the same. No, don't worry about that.
Oh, great. Here's another question from Marisela. She's asking, can we slow down the timer?
Yes, you can modify the time. Yes, you can play like 20 seconds, I don't know, 30, half
Mhm.
minute. You can choose this. Don't worry about that.
Oh, oh, that's great. That's great. Sometimes we need to give our students a little bit more time, right? Certain levels, or when they are true beginners, and that's something really good. Well, I guess we have one last question again from Paola Heredia. Let me see. It says, oh, well, it says, is it always the same code?
Yes, if you create a presentation, for example, I will open the same one as we practiced, sorry, adults fundamentals. You have the same password. You have here, yes, 2861 is the same. If you reset results, you have
Mhm.
to click on all the slides, reset results, and you have the same password. When you create one, you have another. When you create another, you have another password.
Okay, so this one generates the code every time you create your activities then.
Yes, if you create another, you will have only one for this presentation. So,
Okay, great. So I guess that answers our following question as well. This is, does the code for the students change when you reuse the activity? If you reset the activity, it will change, right?
when you reset the activity, you will
Mhm.
maintain the same code. So you have one
Okay.
specific code for each presentation.
Okay. One specific code for each presentation. Thank you. Okay. Well, I guess that those are all the questions. Sorry.
Oh, thank
Great.
you.
I guess we can move on.
I will continue with my next tech tool. Please
Mhm.
let me introduce this Class Dojo. I presented Class Dojo many times before, um, and I present again, yeah, because I noticed, and many people said me that I present again because we noticed that Class Dojo during this quarantine and these difficult times we are having, we need to create a kind of virtual environment for children and teens. Okay, because as you know, Google Classroom, Canvas, you have others, and Moodle. You use those platforms to teach adults and to teach adults at the university. So, what will happen with our children and with our teenagers? You have to apply Class Dojo, and we will introduce. I will introduce this. I want to start with this phrase. It's very nice. I like it a lot. The technology you use impresses no one. The experience you create with it's everything. What we mean is that it doesn't matter if you use technology on your class, if you know how to use the platform, if you know how to use the the different kind of platforms that you can find on the internet or you can find on the workshops. The important thing here is that you have to use this ability you have in order to create a great experience for your students. Okay, when you create nice question, interesting question, dynamic questions with gifts or some image pictures, you will create better experience and better results. Okay, so I want to start. Tech class environment, class Dojo 201. It's up. The platform was updated because during these difficult times and COVID-19, we have a new platform of class Dojo. That's why I present game. Introduction. How is technology affecting our class? Okay. How technology is affecting our class development? Nowadays, we can notice that the students are self-independent and they would like to join their knowledge with technology. Okay, we will go with this. However, students use cell phones in a bad way. We know that. Okay, I will go faster because I want to present the main platform. What do we have to do? We as teachers, we have to connect our class with technology. And in this case, I will present Class Dojo, yeah, from Google Play or App Store for your students. Why use Class Dojo? Because it's an amazing app, will help us to organize the class, especially for our kids. You can be connected with parents. I will explain how. In Class Dojo, you can find four important things: the toolkit, the feedback exercises, the portfolios stories, and the videos and activities extras you can find there. Now we will go to the practice faster. You have to go to Google and type Class Dojo. Yeah, you have here Class Dojo. You have to click on the first one in order to create an account. If you don't have an account, you have to click sign up as a teacher, yeah, because you are the best teachers, and you have to create an account like this. Sorry, we log out, sign up as teacher, and here you write your information. If you are Mr., Doctor, Professor, if you are divorced, engaged, I don't know, first name, last name, email, and password. Okay. Now on the other side, I have login. If I have already created an account, I can write here Alejandro David. This is my account. Okay. Gmail.com. You can create with your Gmail and password. My password is blah blah blah. Okay. So I start with this, and this is the main platform. Here I have my information on the right side, teacher at Centro Boliviano Americano Tarija, your name. And here with color red, there are the ones that I left. Yeah, but the last one I was using is about children 1.4. Now, as you can see on my screen here, you have all my students. Yeah, here you have all my students, and I will explain it step by step. In the case of feedback, how you can give feedback to your students, you have to click on the name of the student, and you have to write or type positive skills or create some negative skills for your student. On positive skills, you have be creative, do homework, and you can personalize the skills. You can add others here. Okay, for example, add a skill. So you write here, I don't know, good work, and points. You can give 5 points to your student. Okay. A negative, you the same. You add a skill and you add a negative skill, and you uh, get, I don't know, the student will get 4 points less, or I don't know, maybe you can select the kind of feedback you will give your students. Okay, now how you can add a student. Here you add a student, here you put a name, I don't know, Ana Flores, and you add Ana, and here is going to appear an avatar. Yeah, as you can see, the avatars will appear in a random form. So when they arrive to the class, and when the children stay in class, they will personalize their avatar. Okay. Now, going to the toolkit, as I mentioned, the other special and very important thing here in this platform, this is in the case to other students. The toolkit, here you have many things. I don't know why it's in Spanish here, but you have a timer, you have a random form to choose any student. For example, if I want to participate someone in the class, I can click on random and you will appear someone and I can ask a question. So in a dynamic way to ask questions, or to let your students participate during the class. You have the noisy meter, you have instructions here to play, I don't know, an instruction to the class, create a new, do the homework for the next week, or remember we have the vocabulary homework for the next week, I don't know. Maybe you can do that. Okay, this is in the case of instructions. You have here think, pair, and share. That is similar of instruction. You have today to ask only the what day is today, and the students will see and they can copy on their notebooks, and the music. Yeah, you can call the attendance here. Yeah, you can call the attendance. If you put on color green, they are present. If you click on color red, they are absent. And if you click on color yellow, they are late during the class. And on the right side of my screen here, you have save the attendance, and there you can save the attendance of today. Okay, now going a little fast because I had a nice participation of you, Mentimeter. I will explain faster how the students can enter to the class. That it's very important. Yeah, it's here. The students can sign in by this method: classroom login or at home login. Because we are in virtual classes, you have to use the home login in order to give them a specific QR code for them. Yeah. So you go to the get printout, and you have here a list in PDF of their QR codes. And the student only has to download the app, and he or she has to scan the code, and that's it. He will appear on the class, and he or she will receive on his or her cell phone some tasks or homeworks or activities that you will give them. Yeah, this is in this case of how the students can log in, how parents can log in. Maybe you can send invitation to parent email or phone number. Okay, no WhatsApp, the phone number, and you can invite him or her to the class, or to be in contact to the class in order to check what homeworks you gave or what instructions you gave, and how the teacher can see the homework that the students share. Here you have to go to portfolios. Yeah, this is the classroom portfolio, sorry, and you create activity. Here, as you can see, I have many activities of my students. We talked about, I don't know, parts of the house. We talked about clothes, and they send me drawings, kind of activities that they can send: text, video, photo, and drawing. Worksheet is not available yet, yeah, because it's in the future. They will be updated. Now, in title, you have, I don't know, write about your house, an instruction, a short paragraph of 10 words, and you write text, or maybe a photo or a drawing, as you can. Sorry, what you want, if you prefer, what kind of text or what kind of response you want your students will send for you. Okay, so this is in the way to create an activity for your student. On class story here, you have only to be in contact with your students, give some comments. That's great, that's good, for congratulations for your great score, I don't know. And on message here, you have, as the same way I mentioned before, here you can invite their parents. Okay, Adriana Aguilera parent, you click here and invite parent. You can invite with the email or with his or her phone number. Remember, no WhatsApp. And that's it in the case of Class Dojo. Okay, I want to finish my presentation with this. I went a little a little faster in Class Dojo because I don't have too much time. So I will go with this presentation. Here, I will share this presentation in PowerPoint to you, please, in order to help you like a manual, and you will have this to follow the instructions. Here is a manual. You have a manual of the two apps that I presented for you to have the steps that you have to follow. Okay, example, Mentimeter here, how you get to the platform. You have here an instruction, how to create a presentation. Here you have what kind of presentations can we do, as we saw before. Here you have how can students log into the presentations, Mentimeter. You have here the picture or the screenshot. Class Dojo, now the steps that you have to follow to create a great class on Class Dojo. Here you have the main topics that you have to follow, the toolkit, the feedback, the portfolios. How can students be added? You can add a student here. Yes, on the my last student, add the student, and you write information about him or her. How can students be registered to class? As I said, you can scan the QR code, and how you can get the QR codes from the platform. And here you have the at home login show home instruction. That it's better because we are working from home. Tools. A toolkit, you have a toolkit here. Yeah, the toolkit, the attendance, the select multiple, the random, that those are the activities that you have inside the toolkit. Okay. And the feedback here, you have some, I am giving here many examples that you can use as feedback points. The portfolios, where you have the activities, how you can create some activities, and video and activities. Here you have some videos that you can see that it's in the last part of the of the main platform of Class Dojo. For example, here you can see my screen. In the toolkit, you have big ideas at the last with color red. In these big ideas, you will find the video and activities exercises in order to show videos to your students, and after you make some comments about them. It's very important to know that you have to use the videos and activities with high level of children because they have a little bit of more vocabulary. Okay? So that's it. I hope you like it. Here I am leaving my phone number, my emails, and my Facebook direction account. And this is how to end the presentation with Estelle. Thank you very much. I am so grateful to be
Thank
part
you.
of this
Thank
huge
you.
conference.
Excellent. Thank you very much, David. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I guess we have like 1 minute in order to answer. There was a question about Class Dojo. Of course, a lot of comments, nice, nice responses. It's a very good app for children, for kids. Somebody said that even adults like it, so that we could use them with adults as well. Now, here is one question from Beatrice. She was asking if we could use this tool, Class Dojo, from a Meet session or Zoom session.
For a virtual session, you
Class
mean?
Dojo. Yes, can we use Class Dojo and at the same time the Meet session or a Zoom session?
Yes, as you know, to teach us kids, okay, nowadays we are using kind of Zoom, yes, to create a face-to-face environment. But to use Class Dojo, it's better if you use Class Dojo in order to give them homework or tasks or some activities. Yeah, for example, if
Mhm,
you are using Zoom and you share your screen, you can let them
mhm,
see your main platform of Class Dojo,
mhm,
and they will see how they are being recognized with their
mhm.
work. No, for example, I am participating
Exactly.
in Zoom with my students or in the presential classes, maybe I don't know. And Andres
Mhm,
answered something correctly, so you say do the homework.
mhm,
No, participating +2, and you add
mhm. Great.
the points, the extra points to him. Now, what happened if one, for example, uh, have gone to the bathroom and he's not present here? So you put needs work, and you can add another skill, no?
Mhm.
But and
Uh-huh.
-1. I don't know. It depends how strict you are. So
Mhm,
if, for example, if he's late, you click late, and he's losing 1 point, and
mhm,
that one has 0 points. So maybe in that way,
mhm.
you have to organize, no, and give feedback to students.
Exactly. Very good. Yes. If we organize, we can plan everything. Of course, it could be used in different ways. Very good. Thank you. Well, there are a lot of people who are saying thank you. Thank you very much, David. Thank you for sharing these two great apps. I'm very sure we will be using them soon. We are about to start classes on Monday, so we will use them for sure. And now that we are about to begin, I would like to thank you so much for participating again. As we said before, third year participating in our academic conferences, this time virtually. Thank you so much for being part of this. We know it's not that easy to get in touch now. It's not that easy to have these kind of conferences, but we are doing it. And it is something great to have you been part of this. Now, on behalf of the CPA, I would like to show you your, well, we have a certificate of appreciation for you. Of course, so we are going to give it to you in person.
No,
However, I'd like to show you right now the certificate of appreciation. Thank you so much for having this presentation. Thank you so much for sharing your valuable knowledge, for being with us again for the third year, and again, sharing these great ideas that you have.
no, I
Thank
am
you.
really grateful with you, CBA La Paz, all of the staff of CBA La Paz, in order to let me participate on your beautiful, great, and huge sessions or conferences you created during these times in order to help our teachers' development. Thank you for to you, please.
Ah, thank you. Okay, I guess that would be all then. We are finishing now. Remember that I'm going to send you the link in a second here. And also, we are going to send a pin in a moment. Thank you one more time, David. Give me a second. I am sending you the link to fill out the registration form, the attendance form.
Okay, and remember the PowerPoint, no, in order to give them as
It.
a manual, or if you have any comment you can type me on my phone number or account, Google account, I don't know. I am free, okay, for you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you so much. And yes, in a moment, I am going to send the the manual that he is giving us as a gift this year. I'm going to send it to the WhatsApp group so you can have them by hand. Okay, that will be all. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Bye. Okay, don't forget to fill out the form, please. See you later.